Good evening, dear accredited affiliates. Welcome to the 2013 Philippine Commission on Sports Scuba Diving General Assembly. PCSSD was created by virtue of Letter of Instruction number 745, dated September 29, 1978. Initially, it was placed under the supervision of the Philippine Tourism Authority, now renamed as TIEZA. When Republic Act number 9593, also known as Tourism Act of 2009, was enacted, PCSSD was elevated as an attached agency of DOT. The deep blue crown represents PCSSD's strong leadership and credibility in commanding policies and regulation in the industry, stamped by the proud name of PCSSD, Philippine Commission on Sports Scuba Diving. The soft blue cirque defines the rich marine ecosystem that can only be found inside Philippine deep waters. The scuba diver represents the organization's active and consistent support to all divers without discrimination. The marine species is a testament of the organization's care and protection for all elements found under the water. We are proud to present to you the new visual identity of Philippine Commission on Sports Scuba Diving, PCSSD. Ladies and gentlemen, PCSSD's Executive Director, Ms. Karen Chan.
Good evening to everybody. Okay. So we are so much delighted to welcome all our accredited members, and we've also invited our non-accredited members to actually be here with us today. And we thank the number who attended today. It's a pleasure to have you with us. Okay. Actually, tonight will be a sort of a report, or how we can say it, where we are now since September 2012 when we were first installed in office. Okay, so the private sector is our #1 partner for any activities in scuba diving, because you are the prime stakeholders in this industry. And it is just but right to present to everyone what the current state is of the Commission. So when we were introduced a while ago, it was said that PCSSD has been there, established, since long way back. But, well, we should know, and we can feel it. I'm also from the private sector, just like you guys. And it's really a challenge and a heavy weight on someone's shoulders to take on this kind of role. But we are trying our best, and we are trying to give it more than 100% to be able to attain the goals. PCSSD's mandates is for also the advancement of the dive industry here in the Philippines. So just for a small report to you guys, where are we actually now? Right now, my office, to be honest with you, being a national agency, I only have 5 staff members. Before, I used to have 8 old members, 8 old staff members, but they haven't been really functioning 100% as they should. So being in the new administration and being given this challenge, we're trying to change all of those. So slowly, little by little, we are renewing our staff members. So right now, the office is actually just me, my executive assistant, my marketing staff, a disbursement officer, and a clerk. That is what PCSSD is right now. It is also on my part very heartbreaking, but we need to stand tall. We need to step forward, move forward, and try to not whine and whimper about things, but try to do some action on the things that we can still change and things that we can still advance. Okay? So as we all know, so given that the staff is presented to you what the agency is all about now, we all know that the PCSSD also is not given by the Department of Budget funding. We are sons or daughters of the Department of Tourism, and we ask the Department of Tourism to support us fully. And I believe the Department of Tourism is really giving its 100% support for the advancement of diving in this country. Because we all know that with all the marine resources we have, being the center of marine biodiversity, we can really claim someday, or I don't know how many years, but we'll push for action. We'll do everything we can with the support also of the private sector and all our friends in the diving industry, international and local. Okay, so there. We can only work with a very small budget, but we're stretching it to the limit. We're doing our best so that we can deliver results. As we all know, right now, we are improving our accreditation process. Okay? So before, I hope that people here or who are attending were visited by one of our friendly staff or one of the 5 staffs, including me. Either me or my assistant or someone else in the team who shares the same passion, who are also divers. Those who understand, just like you. So we've begun to really improve our accreditation system in a sense that it's not just a money-to-money basis, that if you pay, then you just get a certificate. So it doesn't make sense. I guess it doesn't make sense to me, and I guess it doesn't make sense to everyone else. So right now, we are trying to fulfill our mandates in making sure that those who are willing or those who want to be members of the PCSST get visited, get inspected. Okay, so a lot of people are saying, every time I try to pay PCSSD for this amount of fee for me to get inspected, I don't really get any visits. I don't get any promotions. I don't get invited to the travel shows. These are the things that we are trying to change this time around. So we're pushing for making sure that your establishments get checked, and also for you guys to be informed. Okay, with all the available social media that we have right now, I guess it wouldn't be really, really hard now. So I hope that everyone can keep up with us. And also, we need all the hands that we can use, all the passionate hearts that are available to aid the commission stand up. Okay, so some of the projects that, aside from the inspection, the air quality inspection that we're actually undertaking right now, we are also, we are slowly getting, or we are actively participating also because we're board members of the Tubataha Protected Area Management Board. So we also try to keep in touch with them, make sure that we're updated, know what's happening, and participate, try to give suggestions so that things can improve on their end. Also, some of the projects that are still lined up for this year would be in coordination with the Office of Product Research and Development. If all knows, actually there is a route being opened right now, the Davao-Manado. So there would be an airline flying Davao-Manado. We all know that Manado is one of the places where macro photography is really big. And the expertise of the dive guides there are really, really, really good. So we need to for our dive guides so that, we can really we can really well show them what the Philippine waters has. So give them more confidence, really teach them the ecology of things, and make sure that they understand the habitats of these critters. So those are one of the things that we are trying to develop right now with the Office of Product Research and Development of the DOT. Also, we have been very active in participating in some of the international trade fairs like the DIMA and the boat show. And also, these trade fairs, we actually took the opportunity to sit down with our partners, with some of those who participated in these shows, and really get to ask them, how's everything? What's happening on your end? We'd like to hear some of your suggestions. We're open to them. So it's really important to really reach out to our private sector partners and make sure that they're also okay. They're happy. Well, make sure that they're happier this time around. Okay. Also, some of the projects that are in line still for this year would be our hyperbaric chambers. So right now, the PCSSD actually owns 2 hyperbaric chambers in the country. So one is in Manila and one is in Cebu. So just to be also frankly honest with whatever's happening right now, it hasn't been a very smooth sailing. There are a lot of challenges that, we are facing right now. But, again, together with you guys, we'll try to make sure that we get to a resolution. Baby steps, small steps, but then, we would reach it, given that we have all hands on deck. Okay, so right now, the Manila Chamber, we're actually planning to relocate it to the Long Center. To give you a situation or why, the chamber that we have now is in a military facility. Knowing the military, they have really stringent and strict protocols that sometimes can be irrational and can sometimes be overboard, that they can compromise a life. And of course, for us, being diverse, and we know the urgency of treating patients who encounter DCS or any dive accident, they need to get treated at once. So any absurd procedure cannot be accepted, because the longer that you prolong the agony of this person who is already encountering an accident, it's inhumane. So we're actually moving forward with partnerships with the Lung Center. They are actually very, very supportive about this. And, also the chamber can be more utilized and can be more taken care of at that. So the second one is our Cebu chamber right now. So I think one of the major setbacks that we can point out is that we have a lack of manpower, lack of technical skills for the operations of the chamber. But we are tapping people, we are approaching people, we are openly talking with experts and trying to really make plans. It doesn't come overnight and it doesn't really come quick, but again, it's just one thing that I need to say. We are trying to do our best. The results might not come in instantaneously, but it's good to be slow but sure. Okay, but if it can be fast, then sure, why not, right? But we're doing what we can. That we can assure you. This is the theme, I guess, that we can tell you guys. We are just trying our best. We're doing what we can with the resources that we have, and we make sure that we give it our all, our 100%, and tap our industry partners, those who can really help us fly, or those who can help us rise. Okay. So those are some things, very honest things that you guys need to know, and you guys should know. With that, the commission, actually, even with the last set of officers that the PCSSD had, there were already talks about the hyperbaric chambers, the procurement of hyperbaric chambers. So it has been well planned already, and the past commissioners, the past board, actually were already in talks and already telling everyone, not really everyone, but there has been some news that there are really going to be new chambers for us. But yes, we're continuing whatever they started, whatever the past administration have started. So right now, just like what we said at the press conference yesterday, we already are finalizing things with the procurement of 4 more chambers in our country. Hopefully we can get them as soon. Will it take time for them to be manufactured? More so, it takes a lot of time because of the papers in government. And I guess everyone setting up a business, you can already gauge that how many requirements, how many times you need to go back to the office, how many vouchers, how many papers you fill up. So right now, we are really setting our sights into having these chambers with us. To tell us more about the specs and the technical aspects, we entreat the help of our hyperbaric chamber, the PCSSD's hyperbaric chamber, who is with us right now, who will tell us more about it. Can I please have the honor to call on stage Dr. Jojo Bernardo. again. Okay, thank you, Doc Jojo, for that very enlightening situation on the hyperbaric chamber facilities available here in our country. Okay, well, what else? I guess it's everyone's vision, all those who appreciate what lies beneath Philippine waters. I believe we all share the same vision of having a united Philippine dive community, and also a safe place for diving for everyone, be them local or foreign. And also for the Philippines to become a well-promoted diving destination, and for the Philippines to take its rightful place as the top destination in diving. So I guess with the help of everyone and with the support of our diving community, our private sector, and all our other partners, we can really rise up from the challenges that we are encountering. So we thank everyone for sharing their time with us tonight and listening to whatever the PCSSD currently has to say. So maybe in the future, maybe when we meet again, we can report to you happier moments and better diving here in the Philippines. So thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, Ms. Karen Chan. Once again, showcasing the best of Philippine culture, please welcome back on stage the University of San Carlos Dance Troupe.